Certainly at the end of the month, I notice a rise in cost across all areas of my business and my personal life. Here's the real struggle. I'm really not earning any more money, and I'm spending so much more every month. Hi, my name is Mary. I'm 37. I'm a single entrepreneur. I live in Toronto with my little dog, Junior. I run a business called the Smart Cookie Club, which provides holistic play-based enrichment programs for parents and children. And unfortunately, my costs have gone up across the board, from supplies and materials to simple things like providing snacks for the children. Recently, my landlords asked that I vacate the unit that I am renting where I'm operating my business. Unfortunately, for the same square footage, I'm actually looking at almost doubling the cost of my rent for what I'm paying now. So I live in a studio downtown Toronto. My rent hasn't gone up, all of my other bills have. My hydro has increased drastically. Another thing that has gone up is my insurance, and I have business insurance, home insurance, and car insurance, and they have all gone up for me. Grocery shopping has also changed a lot. I usually love to shop at the organic grocery stores, but lately I haven't been choosing that as much because the cost is so outrageous. So some of the things that I shop for every week at the grocery store are bananas, spinach, apples, coffee, eggs, and cheese. All of those things have gone up. My entire grocery bill has actually gone up. This is my little dog, Junior, and fortunately he is very small and only eats a minimal amount because I don't know if I could afford if his grocery bill went up the same way that mine did. So gas used to cost me about $60 or so to fill up my tank. I have about a 50-liter tank, and now it costs me almost $90. To be honest, I don't typically fill up my tank so much anymore, and I try to avoid driving as much. The real problem is that my monthly expenses have gone up a lot and my income has not. I really love my life in Toronto. I feel like I've built this wonderful world for myself and my little dog. I am worried that inflation is going to make this impossible for me to run my business, for me to live downtown and live by myself.
So there are a lot of Canadians facing some hard choices right now. Financial advisor Adiba Ahmed joins us. Adiba also offers some financial words of wisdom on TikTok, has 150,000 followers. Adiba, I know you're usually based in Hamilton. You're in Sweden right now, so thank you for joining us. I'm guessing you recognize everything you just heard there. What concretely do you think Mary can do?
It's important, no matter how much money, a person like Mary makes or someone else, put away 10% of your income. We hear this all the time, but more people need to do it, especially now as a cash reserve. Second, I'm going to say is downsizing. This is such an advice that you don't hear at all. People always say, keep up your lifestyle. But sometimes, for instance, even in Mary's situation, she's in, downtown Toronto. Sometimes it might be better to go in the outskirts of Toronto and still be able to live in an affordable rent place. For some people, it could be going from 2 cars to 1 if it's doable for them. Some of the streaming services that keep on recurring services every single month, some people can actually cancel those things. These things add up, especially right now. And then lastly is financial literacy, which is as mundane as it sounds, financial literacy. Listen, if you have the internet right now, as we are here, YouTube is free, TikTok is free. People need to educate themselves because the biggest concern I hear people have is they have no idea how to even save money and how to invest and things like that. And now it's more important than ever to really understand how money works and actually use that to advantage.
Adiba, what is your instinct about how long we're going to be in this unusual situation?
To be honest, we will definitely see a hike in inflation this year for sure, because the Bank of Canada is only reducing some interest rates next year. So most likely we will see ourselves in quite a inflation risen position for the next 2 years. We will see a decline in 2023, but hopefully by next year with different federal budgets being put into action, and Bank of Canada putting certain things into action, we'll feel it less. But we're here for 2 years. We need to buckle up.
All right, so not good news, but good advice. Adiba Ahmed, thank you.
No worries.